Hey crew, got the FX9631 micro EDF jet here for you today. Just arrived. It's a 35mm EDF. It weighs something like 125, 122 grams all up weight with a 2S300 LiPo. And I was not going to buy it because people are making videos. Shout out to RC Sailors and Quadcopter 101, whoever it was. Thanks folks for making those videos. I do appreciate it. But it's nose heavy, it's nose light, it's tail heavy, and it flies a little wonky. And folks were adding a nickel to the front to get 5 grams of weight up here to get it to balance out and fly better. And it's an EDF jet, and so I mentioned EDFs, you know, it's hard to get a good power to weight ratio on an EDF jet so that it can do loops and rolls. And I noticed it looks like this one was having a hard time doing loops in the videos they made without a lot of momentum and downward flying momentum. So that means it clearly doesn't have one-to-one thrust, I was assuming. And so I'm like, man, I don't want to add 5 grams of weight, which is going to be almost 5% of the jet's total flying weight, to fly this. But I decided to buy it. Excuse me. I decided to buy it, and I just assumed I would be able to figure out how to move some things around without adding weight. And lo and behold, it took me less than 2 minutes. One of these and some bendy pliers, and we're done. I didn't add a single gram or a single nuance of weight to the jet. I have it all balanced out so that the center of gravity is perfect and beautiful. It should fly awesome. The only other thing I did was marker up the rear fins because I feel like they should be black, not gray. Look a little bit more contrasted. And I'm going to show you what I did. Come to find out, oh, I also had a little piece of tape there because I don't like free parts on the jet. Should this come off, it would just be gone forever potentially. You could lose it and be hard to find. And then the jet would essentially be ruined. So I put a little piece of tape in case it does come back. It seems like it'll stay put, but there's just a little lip there, which I don't like. At any rate, I digress. You see where I've got that battery now? That's right. Super simple. I thought I was going to have to cut out a lot of foam inside here, but as it turns out, it's hollow inside. And so all I did was torch up the tip of these pliers a good amount, get them nice and hot, and then just go in here and start hogging away. I hogged out this little square. Come to find out, like I said, it's hollow inside there. Now you just stick the LiPo in, it actually fits nice and snug right there like that. You got all this extra room for wires and things of this nature. Whatever you might want to add. I don't know what you would need to add, but whatever. Battery tray fits and closes easier. And center of gravity is perfect, and I didn't add any weight. Yes! Now, how about a thrust to weight, a rudimentary thrust test. It ain't much. These EDFs don't do much. I hope they come out with a 3S fan, 35mm fan real soon. Oops, sorry. I forgot you have to turn the plane on first, then turn the radio on. It's strange. All right. Let's get a little static thrust test. Fully charged battery. See what it can do. So it barely peaked at like 99 grams of thrust, and it weighs all up with the battery 139. So you can see it's clearly not going to have the power to weight ratio that it needs to do serious stunt maneuvers. And you don't want to be adding 5 more grams of weight to the nose of this jet and make it fly crappier. Now, if you like these little jets and you're willing to give up how cool an EDF looks and sounds, because the small ones don't really sound that cool anyways, you can do a pusher prop. And I have finished this jet. It's now ready to fly. I've added a couple more magnets here. Like I showed you before, I've got the magnetic nose. I added a couple of toothpicks to keep everything aligned on there. And this jet makes considerably more thrust. It's a 2S660. So the jet plus the lipo. $90 grams. Give you an idea what kind of thrust this one makes. Okay, got the battery in. Fully charged. 180s. I've ran that one once before already, and it hit 190 at peak. So you can see on the second run up, it only hit 178, 170, 180. So still though, I mean, you got a 90 gram jet hitting almost 2x its power to weight ratio. That's impressive. That I like. This thing gonna rip. This thing gonna soar nicely. Sorry I don't fly them for you, but kind of hard for me to get the video and fly them. Maybe I can coax my wife into trying to video, but she's not good at keeping things in the viewfinder really. So, anyway, hope you enjoyed.